This collection of time poetry by various authors helps to express the power of time in nature. Further, time is a force to destroy, how your actions matter little in the grand scheme of things, but how you, the listener, can seize the day and make the most of your time. Ozymandias by Percy Bysshe Shelley to help remind us that nothing built can last forever. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things. The hand that mocked them and the heart that fed, and on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings, looked on my works ye mighty and despair. Nothing beside remains, round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away." Nothing Gold Can Stay by Robert Frost to help remind us that nothing beautiful lasts forever. Nature's first green is gold, her heart is you to hold. Her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down today, nothing gold can stay. The Tide Rises, the Tide Falls by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow to help remind us that nature destroys. The tide rises, the tide falls. The twilight darkens, the curlew calls. Along the sea sands, damp and brown, hastens the traveler toward the town. And the tide rises, the tide falls. The darkness settles on the roofs and walls, but the sea in darkness calls. The little waves with their soft white hands efface the footprints in the sands. And the tide rises, the tide falls. The morning breaks, the steeds in their stalls stamp and neigh as the hostler calls. The day returns, but nevermore returns the traveler to the shore. And the tide rises, the tide falls. Mutability. We are as clouds that veil the midnight moon by Percy Bysshe Shelley to help remind us that we ourselves don't last forever. We are as clouds that veil the midnight moon, how restlessly they speed and gleam and quiver, streaking the darkness radiantly, yet so the night closes round and they are lost forever. Or like forgotten lyres whose dissonant strings give various response to each varying blast, to whose frail frame no second motion brings one mood or modulation like the last. We rest, a dream has power to poison sleep. We rise, when wandering thought pollutes the day. We feel, conceive or reason, laugh or weep, embrace fond woe or cast our cares away. It is the same, for be it joy or sorrow, the path of its departure is still free. Man's yesterday may never be like his morrow. Not may endure, but mutability. When I fears I may cease to be by John Keats to help remind us that though we ourselves don't last forever, we can still go on. When I fears I may cease to be, before my pen has gleaned my teeming brain, before high-piled books and charactery hold like rich garners the fully ripened grain, and when I behold upon the night's starred face huge cloudy symbols of high romance, and I feel that I may never live to trace the shadows of the magic hand of chance. And when I feel, fair creature of an hour, that I shall never look upon thee more, never have relished in the fairy power of unreflecting love, then on the shore of the wide world I stand alone and think, to love and fame, to nothingness do sink. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost to help remind us that we have agency in our limited time. Two roads diverge in a yellow wood. It's sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other just as fair, and perhaps having the better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. As for that passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, and leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever go back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. And the final poem in this collection, To the Virgins, to Make Much of Time, by Robert Herrick, to help remind us to seize the day and to make the most of our limited time. Gather ye rosebuds while ye may, old time is still a-flying, and that same flower that smiles today, tomorrow will be dying. The glorious lamp of heaven, the sun, the higher he's a-getting, the sooner will his race be run, and nearer he's the setting. That age is best which is the first, when youth and blood are warmer, but being spent, the worse and worst, time still succeed the former. Then be not coy, and use your time, and while ye may, go marry. For having lost but once your prime, you will forever tarry. Thank you.